All right. This comes to us from bleepingcomputer.com. Bank of America insider charged with money laundering for BEC scams. So what is...
that's what it is.
Anytime they go to jail.
Big point and laugh.
Big fan of that. All right, what is a BEC scam? Because I haven't heard that term before.
So it's actually really common and something you should be aware of. BEC is business email compromise. So it's a...
Oh, I've been involved in lots of those.
So it's a very common type of attack these days, but it requires a level of dedication and patience that most attackers just don't have. That's why ransomware is so popular. But with a BEC, an outside unauthorized individual somehow manages to get access to the email account, usually of somebody in the accounting department at an organization. And then they do this crazy thing, which is they wait and patiently read emails over time. And when I say over time, this might be months.
Or 5 years, apparently.
What they're looking for are emails where you are initiating some kind of wire transfer or ACH, where you're moving money from one bank account to another. They learn the frequency that those happen. If it's on a schedule, they want to know what that schedule is, the format of the email, who it's from, who it's to. And once they've gathered all of that information, they can know when the next transfer should occur, and they can forge an email. And since they have access to your mailbox, they can actually create the forged email and drop it right into your mailbox, bypassing all email authentication. And now you see an email that looks legit, that matches the format you're used to, is from the person it's normally from, that's around the same time that it should be, but the bank routing number has been changed to send the money to a different account. That's a business email compromise. It requires incredible patience, but it's fairly effective, and there's a number of attackers that have been known to use this.
Yeah, the payoff could be way higher than a couple iTunes gift cards.
How long these guys? How much money did they make?
This one was actually fairly small. It was 1.1 million.
5 years?
It wasn't 5 years, right? There were five victims. I think it was over a very short period of time, wasn't it?
It says there was a
2018 to 2020, so 2 years they made 1.1 million.
Yeah, one of the transactions alone was over $350,000. So,
and I've heard of people where they go to their closing for their mortgage, and so they're transferring all the money to pay for a house, and the routing number got changed, and it just goes.
It's gone.
And it's gone. Yeah, and so there's various things that law enforcement can do to try and pull back those funds, but a lot of times it's transferred out of the country very quick. My favorite part of this article, though, was they explained the role of the three individuals. And a lot of people wonder, how did they actually do this and get away with it? Well, it took three people to do it. The first one was actually an employee of Bank of America and TD Bank, so an insider. And he was setting up fraudulent accounts under the names of their victims. So the victim had a legitimate account. They would create a fraudulent account with the same name, right? Then the money would get transferred into that account. A second individual was responsible for laundering the money, moving the money out of those accounts into other accounts to kind of remove traceability. And then the third person would actually go to ATMs and withdraw cash. And the cash was then distributed amongst the three of them as part of this. So these guys really thought it out. I mean, obviously not all the way because they did get caught. So they have been arrested.
There's that.
And they got caught because the first guy went back and he removed the ATM fees from the third guy.
Those ATM fees will get you. That's highway robbery.
They'll play around when it comes to their ATM fees.
Yeah, that guy should be indicted, whoever came up with that.
Well, this is obviously a mistake here. I see ATM fees being removed.
We don't do that.
No.
It's not a thing we do.
If anything, I'd double them.
So the Bank of America insider is facing up to 52 years of prison.
Whoa.
The other two are facing up to 20 years. So it is good to see somebody actually...
Because he took the money, and then the other people laundering is a lesser offense.
Is this considered a white-collar crime where they're going to go to some Club Fed joint?
I would hope
Probably,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, you stick this guy in with a bunch of hardcore criminals. Probably
It's
not
Office
gonna
Space,
fare
right?
Federal
Yeah.
prison. Oh, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, it's
PETA.
prison.
Prison.
Yes, we'll start calling it for that from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
You are a very bad person.
Very bad man. I love when they have the guy selling candy or selling magazines.
Yeah, magazine
and they're
subscriptions.
Like, what do you know about laundering money? He's like, look, man, I work at it Penetrode or whatever.
Intertrode.
Yeah, Intertrode.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed that segment, be sure to check out our entire podcast available in the playlist right here. And you can always subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech news and other happenings in the IT world. Be sure to tune in every Thursday for new episodes. I hope to see you there.